Abdul Ghani Baradar is a co-founder and currently acting First Deputy Prime Minister of the Taliban in Afghanistan. Although serving under Supreme Leader Hibatullah Akhundzada, Baradar is regarded as the de facto Taliban leader. He is known by the honorific Mullah, and Muhammad Omar, the first leader of the Taliban, nicknamed him Baradar, which means brother or Mullah brother. He held senior positions in the Taliban during their rule from 1996 to 2001. After the Taliban government fell to the US-led invasion in 2001, he rose to lead the organization's Quetta Shura in Pakistan, becoming the de facto leader of the Taliban. He was imprisoned by Pakistan in 2010, possibly because he had been discussing a peace deal with the Afghan government secretly, without the involvement of Pakistan. He was released in 2018 at the request of the United States and was subsequently appointed a deputy leader of the Taliban and head of their political office. Baradar was born in about 1968 in the Weetmak village of Day Rawud district in Uruzgan province of the Kingdom of Afghanistan. He is a Zirag Darani Pashtun of the Sadozai tribe, a sub-tribe of the Popalzai. He and Muhammad Omar became friends when they were teenagers. He fought during the 1980s in the Soviet-Afghan War in Kandahar, serving as Omar's deputy in a group of Afghan Mujahideen against the Soviet-backed Afghan government. Omar gave him the nom de guerre, Baradar, which means brother, because of their close friendship. He later operated a madrasa in Maiwand, Kandahar province, alongside Omar. According to Western media, Omar and Baradar may be brothers-in-law via marriage to two sisters. In 1994, he was one of 4 men, including Omar, who founded the Taliban in southern Afghanistan. During Taliban rule, Baradar held a variety of posts. He was reportedly governor of Herat and Nimruz provinces, and/or the corps commander for western Afghanistan. An unclassified U.S. State Department document lists him as the former Deputy Chief of Army Staff and Commander of Central Army Corps, Kabul, while Interpol states that he was the Taliban's Deputy Minister of Defense. Following the 11th of September 2001 attacks, the United States invaded Afghanistan and deposed the Taliban with the help of Afghan forces. Baradar fought against the US-supported Northern Alliance and, according to Newsweek, hopped on a motorcycle and drove his old friend to safety in the mountains in November 2001 as Taliban defenses were crumbling. One story holds that a US-linked Afghan force actually seized Baradar and other Taliban figures sometime that month, but Pakistani intelligence secured their release. Another story reported by Dutch journalist Bet Dam contends that Baradar actually saved Hamid Karzai's life when the latter had entered Afghanistan to build an anti-Taliban force. The new Afghan government was organized in accordance with the December 2001 Bonn Agreement. Hamid Karzai served as interim leader and later president of Afghanistan. Baradar now found himself fighting international forces in the newly formed Afghan government. Many fellow Taliban commanders were killed over the years following the initial invasion, including Baradar's rival Dadullah, who was killed in Helmand province in 2007. Baradar eventually rose to lead the Quetta Shura and became the de facto leader of the Taliban, directing the insurgency from Pakistan. Western diplomats considered him to be among those in the Shura who were more open to contact with the Afghan government, and more resistant to influence from Pakistan's inter-services intelligence. Temperament-wise, he has been described as acting as an old-fashioned Pashtun tribal head and a consensus builder. Despite his military activities, Baradar was reportedly behind several attempts to begin peace talks, specifically in 2004 and 2009, and widely seen as a potentially key part of a negotiated peace deal. Baradar was arrested by Pakistan's inter-services intelligence in late January or early February 2010 in Karachi. Pakistan only confirmed the arrest a week later, and Pakistani Interior Minister Rehman Malik denied reports that US agents had been involved in the arrest, according to New York Times reporting soon after the arrest. American intelligence agencies had tipped off Pakistani counter-terror officers about a meeting of militants with a possible link to Baradar. But that it was only after several men had been arrested that they realized one was Baradar himself. According to New York Times reporting months later, Pakistani officials were then claiming that they had been targeting Baradar himself because he had been secretly discussing a peace deal with the Afghan government without the involvement of Pakistan, who had long supported the Taliban. They claimed that the ISI tracked Baradar's cell phone to an area of Karachi, called on the Kia to use a more sophisticated tracking device to find his precise location. And then the Pakistanis